Wow. Welcome to the final whistle. That is the last day of the Athens. It has been an insightful, educative, inspiring 5 days where we've learned so much when it comes to women's football. I've been your host throughout the week, that is Shon Osimbo, and then also with Adriano Del Monte. And I've also gotten to learn so much from him as he also continued doing this throughout the week. Well, I can't even believe it, Adriano. I can't believe it. 5 days just gone like that, but with so much on the table that has been put on the table for us.
Absolutely. Another special year it has been, and obviously to get through these very busy 5 days, we have all learnt so much. And unfortunately, of course, we weren't able to all share in it together in Athens, as was the case in 2019. But of course, we do hope that is the case next year. But you're right, it has been a special week. What a way to end today as well, with some iconic names speaking and sharing their insights into the latest and where the women's game is headed. And look, overall, another thrilling experience. And as you said, it has been a great pleasure to be a part of it once again. But we've only got a few minutes today as we wrap up what has been a great Athens Women's Football Summit. So let's get straight into it and bring in Marios and Agisilaos, of course, the co-founders of the summit. Marios, good afternoon to you. Agisilaos, good evening to you today. What a wonderful week it has been.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. We are in a global stage, so we should express a good day to all our friends, our partners. It was an incredible and amazing summit. Thank you all viewers, all attendees, all speakers. Thank you, both of you, all our partners. Marios, thank you. I am just in Riviera, Athens Riviera. I cannot hear you very well, but I'm over there just to symbolize where we made the first step 1 year ago, and to symbolize also that we are growing every day, every minute. We are actually a global ecosystem for the women's football. We are the global home, and we are missing that this year due to COVID cannot host all of you here in Athens, but we promise next year to be all together over there where we made the first step. Let me say thank you in Greek also. Ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ όλους τους φίλους, όλους τους συνεργάτες, όλα τα κορίτσια από την Ελλάδα και τις ομάδες που παρακολούθησαν αυτό το φανταστικό summit. Είμαστε σίγουροι πως έχουμε προσφέρει το καλύτερο που μπορούσαμε. Έχουμε πάρα πολλά να κάνουμε από αύριο το πρωί. Γι' αυτό ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ όλους εσάς και όλους όσους θα ενταχθούν σιγά σιγά σε αυτή την προσπάθεια μαζί μας για να πετύχουμε πάρα πολύ όμορφους στόχους. Get back to the stage and to Marios.
Yusila, I couldn't have said it any better. Once again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We're being watched around the world. Today, that's exemplified not only by what we have on the screen right now, where we have live from Athens, the site of on the beautiful Athens Riviera, where last year we had the privilege to all get together, but also we have Nairobi, we have Milan, we have New York. And today, just on our show today, we were able to bring together Georgia. We were able to bring New York, New Jersey, Seoul, Korea, Houston, different places, Athens, Greece, and other places just in one day. Truly what we've accomplished was something truly special. Something of this scale has never been done, but it's not just the scale. More importantly, it's the quality, and it's the quality of the incredible people who dedicated their time to the Athens Women's Football Summit, who believe in our vision, and who together as part of our global family are helping us to not only achieve our vision as the world's year-round global home for the women's game at all levels, but also to bring all those great people, those organizations, and turn that into true collaboration and true action that produces real change. And we're not just talking about change in terms of the sport of women's football, which of course is the greatest movement in the world. It's something we love and we're passionate about, and it changes lives. But we're talking about the values that it produces, that it promotes, such as equality and diversity and inclusion and all kinds of positive social change. If we don't take the power of football, which is the greatest human social phenomena and the beautiful game as played by girls and women around the world, and use it for good, we're missing out on the biggest opportunity, right? And that's also why, again, the theme of this summit has been that women's football is not a secondary priority. It's not a charity. It isn't the second thought. It isn't something you pay lip service to, but it is a serious, serious business with incredible economic and investment opportunity. And the sooner that companies and organizations and governments understand that, the sooner we can produce incredible change and take the women's game to where it belongs. And the reason I say that also is today we were privileged to have with us Gail Newsom. And, it was a wonderful, wonderful interview this morning by Georgia Goulding from her Football Hub, where we got to hear about the great Dick Kerr ladies who 100 years ago were filling Goodison and other stadiums with thousands of fans and turning away thousands of fans, right? But then, unfortunately, those that feared change, that feared progress, that were afraid to do what was right, reacted in the way we often seen. They said women are not to use our any facilities of any FA clubs around the country. They tried to snuff out. They tried to snuff out those incredible, incredible women and girls out there that were playing the game that we love. And yet, women's football persisted. It survived. It grew. And now we're seeing a new era for the women's game. And while we remember the history, we celebrate the great stars of the past. How lucky are we that we just had the greatest of all time for many people, one of the greatest players ever. Michelle Akers gave us her time today with the legendary JP Della Camera. You as two broadcasters, two television commentators, we're going to talk about that in a minute. But not only do we celebrate great players like her, pioneers like Michelle Akers and Shannon McMillan and Carolina Moracha and all the other incredible friends that have come and joined us, but we also are thinking about the now and the future, right?
And let me add only,
Please.
and thanks all non-name people, viewers that are dreaming a better life, and the Athens Women's Football Summit may be a door for their dreams. This is maybe the most important.
Absolutely, Agisilaos. Well, we saw that last year in the flesh. You mentioned next year, hopefully we're all together again. Marios, Agisilaos mentioned symbolism of actually being there in Athens. On this day last year, it was day one of the summit 2019. So special day to end it here in 2020. But overall, in terms of those that we heard from, not only today, but in the 4 days previously, a truly special week yet again.
That's right. That's absolutely true. And the thing is, we see how much, despite the crisis, despite all the hardship that people are going through around the world, we're not, it's not over yet. And we, of course, extend our love and support to everyone out there who's going through difficult times, psychological, physical, health-wise, economic. It goes on and on. Women's football can do so much right now to unite us and to give us strength and to give us confidence and give us some positive news. And that's what this whole week was about. It was about positive news, because when you watch a women's game, when you go to a women's game, when you participate in a women's game, it's about joy. It's about integrity. It's about power. It's about passion. It's about incredible athletes who play for the love of the game, right? Who play for the love of the game and who are dedicated. They're great ambassadors for what they do day in, day out. And they do it despite all the absurdities and all the injustices and all the ridiculous behavior, sometimes very, very antagonistic behavior that doesn't want women's football to achieve its true potential. But as we've seen again and again, we've crossed the threshold now, and nothing can stop the growth of the women's game. And that's why we are here. That's why we are here, in order to not only be a global investment hub. Today we announced that we are founding an international women's football historical society, right? Where we had a student forum where we had students from around the world joining us today. So we're working on different levels, whether it's the building of fields, the creation of academies, the advising of clubs, and the creation of new clubs. There's so many different levels of what's involved working with not-for-profits. Today we had the pleasure and the honor to have our colleagues and friends, our strategic partners from not only her football hub, as I mentioned earlier, but from Football for Humanity, right? For example, we had with us, and over these days, we've had from the Sports Brawl Project, we've had from Girl Power Organization, we've had from, today, Mary Cook Williamson was with us. She's doing amazing work with Football Equals Foundation, right? And also with the Holland, the Holland Football University. We had James Galanis with his great academy and his work, right? We can go on and on. We've had great strategic partners and friends, like today, STFC. We had with us Katerina Salta telling us about her great work. So the thing is, we're going to leave. The danger is that we would leave too many people out if we start listing the people who have helped us really come to this point. And looking at Agisilaos at the beautiful Athens Riviera, it also reminds me that a media sponsor for the second straight year has been Nova, right? Nova Channels of Forthnet. They were with us last year. They've been instrumental in getting Greek women's national team football live on Greek television, showcasing these great female athletes. We've seen also the work that has been done by our other associates, and I think it's very important to say a big thank you to you, Adriano, and to you, to Shon, for everything you've done. Adriano was with us last year, and he did a spectacular job this year. Both of you were magnificent.
Too kind, Marios. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure again to be a part of it, and credit to you both, of course, for arranging this in such difficult circumstances. And it has been a pleasure again to listen and to learn and be inspired by what is going on in the women's game. Shon, Marios mentioned the broadcast side of things. That's where we work. We do hope that we do see positive or continual positive change now in the next 12 months. And hopefully in 12 months' time, when we come together in Athens, the broadcast side of things has improved another step or two.
Yes, and I'm also hoping through that and through the Athens Women's Football Summit, which I'll still insist it is the home of women's football, we can keep this conversation going. It doesn't end. It will not end with just this summit alone. We'll continue talking to various stakeholders, various officials, various players who are involved in the game. I think that is what we owe to the world when it comes to the broadcasting side and the media side. That is what I have learned from this summit, to keep the conversation going. Adriano?
Brilliant. Agisilaos, before we wrap up for the final time, any final words or any thanks? I know Mario said there are too many to thank, but just a final word from the beautiful Athens Riviera.
Let me say again how I'm missing all of you, because we made the first step here in Athens. Due to COVID, it's not possible to be all together in Athens, but actually we are in the national body, in the national head. So Athens is waiting for all of us next year. In the meantime, we have to do a lot of work, very carefully, very transparently, very honestly, and providing positive directions to dreams of all people that loves the beautiful game and loves the life. This is the message.
That's right. And I would be remiss not to point out some of the incredible people that have been behind the scenes in what we've been doing. For example, Ed Bowers, we thank him very much, the founder of Education to Sport, the Sports Career podcast. He has been just magnificent as not only a tech guru, but a marketing guru for us. Jim Gooley, Sky Blue pioneer, we thank him for everything he did. Betty Tafariello, our legal general counsel out on Long Island. She's been incredible. And of course, our young associates who were spectacular. Emma Baker, Robin Brose, Sula Mohammed, they've been exceptional. Dr. Dana De Haan in Holland at the Hague University of Applied Sciences, another one of our strategic partners. You know what? It would be a shame that we would leave out too many people. Let's just focus for a moment on the fact that over 50 unbelievable experts, professionals, top people from all different areas of business and sport came together digitally this time in order to contribute to the dialogue, to the discussion, to provoke new ideas and innovations, to create new collaborations. And the whole idea now is, how do we take all that great energy, those great ideas, how do we take that and turn it into action? Well, remember, the Athens Women's Football Summit is not a conference, okay? When we are a summit, it is because it's about bringing the top of the top, the best of the best together to create real action, real collaboration and change, right? So
very important to thanks also the Greek team of the Athens Women's Football Summit.
That's
Because
right.
of me is Mary, Porphyri, Dimitris Iliopoulos, our best friend in Geneva, Greek guy also, Yannis Vayas, our best friends in Cyprus, Marios Athanasiou, Dimitris Zenetos in Qatar, Dinos Kiritsis. We have a very great team. It's an unlimited list of partners and friends. And this is another message that the only way to provide our best is to grow all together.
Absolutely right.
Absolutely. Well, guys, many congratulations again to both of you, New York and Athens. You managed to pull off another inspiring week of brilliant speakers. So extended congratulations there. Extended thanks to all of the speakers who contributed. Shon, it has been a pleasure to work alongside you this week. And again, hopefully in 12 months' time, we're together on the microphone in the beautiful city of Athens. Thank you from Shon and I to everyone behind the scenes who made our job very easy as well. And of course, thank you to all of you who have watched on from wherever you are right around the world, such as the power and reach of this Athens Women's Football Summit. But for 2020, that is it. Of course, the conversation continues. As Marios and Agisilaos have always said, this is just the beginning. The conversation does continue. Women's football is serious business and the time is now. We wish you are all safe and well in your respective countries, and we look forward to seeing you in 2021.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.